From retro to next gen, we've got it all. I'm George, a Gen X grown-up, and this is Bit by Bit. Here is an exciting and welcome bit from our friends over at TimeExtension.com. They expect Digital Eclipse and Nightdive Studios to work together a lot more in the future. Now, both of these guys, if I'm not mistaken, are under the Atari banner now, so this makes a lot of sense. But they've given some little quotes. As we start to trend into the 3D space of the latter platforms, I think you're going to inherently and organically see a lot more cross-pollination between our two groups. I can imagine in the future some potential projects where we're both working together. I think that's awesome news. I love both Digital Eclipse and Nightdive Studios. They're doing awesome things. Street Fighter, Tetris, System Shock, Turok, The Thing, of course, we've talked about. Power Rangers Rita's Rewind has been hot in the news this year. So yeah, this could be an exciting collaboration for retro gaming fans. Okay, guys, here's a roller coaster of a bit from RetroDodo.com. Back in March of this year, on my Bit by Bit segment, I talked about this analog 3D N64 being delayed. It was supposed to be shipped in Q1 of this year, and it got delayed until July. Well, yesterday, I saw an article on RetroDodo that said, hey, it's on its way now. And I'm like, great, I'm going to put that in my newest Bit by Bit video for you today. And then I went to load the article this morning to record the segment, and it's been updated. Now it's been delayed again, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, I can't believe this. So yes, there was a RetroDodo reader who went and got in touch with Analog, and Analog sent him a note saying, yes, it's going to be shipping in July. Your system, it's on its way. Hallelujah. And everybody was great. And then Analog posted this. Following last week's sudden tariff changes, Analog 3D will now be shipping next month. We're absorbing the cost. Your pre-order price stays the same. No additional charge. If you're absorbing the costs of all the crappy tariff stuff, why are you delaying shipping? You're just making it worse on yourself. These tariffs keep going up and down. Just ship the damn thing if you're going to do it. I really hope this is not vaporware. I hope this thing actually shows up. They're claiming that it will, and they've got all the right things they've said, but I'm kind of like the guy who's writing this article. Now I'm slightly annoyed. I didn't even buy this thing, and I'm annoyed. But anyway, I hope when it gets here, the Analog 3D or the 3D N64, whatever you're going to call it, is actually worth it. I hope it's really good, but Jesus Christ, guys. Get your stuff together and please just ship the damn thing. Okay, here's a fun Atari bit from tomshardware.com. Google Gemini has the latest victim of the Atari 2600 AI chess attack. So here we go again. Robert Caruso is back at it this time. He posed a challenge with Google's Gemini AI, the large language model, and at first, just like the others, ChatGPT before it and whatnot, it started talking about how it can think millions of moves ahead. Where was it? Oh yeah, right here. Millions of moves ahead and evaluate endless positions. And then Caruso reminded Gemini about how he had previously organized the chess bouts with ChatGPT and Copilot, and then Gemini said, you know what? Yeah, I'm probably not going to win. It's better just to not have the match at all. I think it said, yeah, here it is. Canceling the match is likely the most time-efficient and sensible decision, said Gemini. Well, I tell you, at least it's good at writing its responses, even if it's not good at playing chess. They go on to give you a little bit more details about some of the specs on the 2600. MOS Technology 6507, 9-bit processor, ladies and gentlemen, with only 128 bytes of RAM. Not kilobytes, not megabytes, not gigabytes. Bytes of RAM, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, I tell you. Just makes me happy to see Atari kicking the ass of these AI things in chess. I can't wait to see what this guy does next with this thing, but this is very, very fun. I'll have the link down in the description in case you want to go check out the article yourself. Okay, here's a funny bit from the gamer.com. There was a BBC program that dedicated a segment to retro video game, and yeah, you can see it right here in the picture. They stuck an NES cartridge into a Super NES console live on screen while they were trying to do a cute little display of retro gaming consoles. Yeah, they messed up and everybody in the community noticed. They had a person on there, CEO of UKIE, guy named Professor Nick Poole, and he was on there to give, like some expert commentary and whatnot, but he didn't point out the faux pas in the segment, and they felt so bad about it because of all the comments that are going online that they actually released, his company, UKIE, released a statement saying that for transparency, the studio team in the in-studio display was set up independently, handled the placement of the consoles. Unfortunately, we couldn't adjust it whilst on air. So, yeah, I'm sure he noticed it. A lot of other people did as well. There's a big discussion going on over in the subreddit Casual Nintendo, where there's a whole bunch of posts, and I'm sure that you can get a kick out of reading those posts. I'll have the link in the description to this article down below. But yeah, the BBC really messed up. I mean, almost as bad as I do in some of my segments. All right, here's another handheld bit from notebookcheck.com. MagicX has released the Zero 40. So this new unit is specifically designed to play vertical arcade machines and Nintendo DS emulated games. So that's kind of a unique thing. I think it may be the first one, and according to the article it is, that's been designed from the ground up to do that. Let's see, currently I believe it's like $75 from them is where you can buy it. There's a couple of videos down here from some other channels who have been given one, which, here at Gen X Grown Up, I keep trying to talk to these companies so they'll start sending us some of these. So if you guys want to start reaching out to their websites and telling them to send these units to Gen X Grown Up so we can start getting ourselves our hands on these things and start doing some in-depth reviews on them, we'd sure appreciate it. It's going to come with a 64 gigabyte micro SD card at that $75 price, 136 by 105 and 17 millimeter dimensions on the console itself. Now, one thing the article talks about is that this is playable in its native format here in this orientation, or that you can rotate it 90 degrees, but I don't quite understand how that would be playable, because if you take a look at this unit here, and it's the same unit in all these systems, black, white, but it's the same layout and configuration. If you turn this so that the buttons are on the bottom, you've got no control stick unless it's above the screen. And if you turn it the other way, you've only got control sticks and D-pads, but no buttons. So I don't really know how this is playable in a 90-degree rotated orientation for horizontal games, but I don't know. I haven't watched these videos yet, and we certainly haven't done one. I'll reach out to MagicX and see if they're willing to send us one so we can find that out for you. But this does look to be a very interesting system, a handheld device specific for Nintendo DS for just $75. It might be worth it. That's going to do it for the news making headlines in the gaming world right now. I am George, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll keep on bringing you the news bit by bit.